John, I want to talk about some of the cars that you've driven in these movies. Ford versus Ferrari, 904 Porsche, was that right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you've been in a
Car.
GT40 replica, 427 Cobra. Talk a little bit about some of the more exciting car culture vehicles you've had the chance to sit in.
Man. So the one that kind of still sticks in my mind recently is the Michael Mann Ferrari movie. We were up in the mountains above the Ford factory, and I got a chance to drive this Mercedes SL 500
Uh,
50.
the original.
Yeah, original. This car was original, right?
Yep.
It was a $12 million car, right? And this old guy's telling me everything, and his biggest concern was he's got new hinges on the door, so don't slam the door. Like, it's kind of minor to me, but okay, whatever, you know. And it was crazy. We were running around down these windy roads, and they're faster. You got to get closer. I'm like, God, I don't want to crash this car. Are you kidding me? And I'm hustling to keep up with everybody because it was tuned well, but it was an early independent suspension, and so the front end didn't know what the rear end was doing, and crazy fun stuff. And at the end of the day, jumps in the car and says, "Hey, thank you very much." Smokes a big cigar and drives off. That was crazy. Smoked a cigar in a $12 million car. But, so that was really crazy. Some of the fun stuff we did for Ford versus Ferrari was really fun. I drove that little Porsche. It was obviously a kit car, but still amazing. It had a little Subaru engine in it, and that thing would handle so good. Everybody else was struggling trying to get through some of the scenes. So we do them first at 50% speed and come back at 75%, and then we do, the real take. And I'm coming through there. What I think is 50% of this car would be, and the guys in the Ferraris or the Ford couldn't get through the corners as well, and so I'd have to take a lot off of the speed just because it wouldn't look right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so I mean, some of the other crazy stuff. I hated to crash that car. That was fun until I had to crash it.
Wow.
So many other cars. I don't even know what else sticks out. I did get a chance. I was on the same movie with Ron on the Snake and Mongoose. I got a chance to drive some pretty old, real nostalgic, funny cars, which is kind of neat.
What's been the scariest moment you've had?
Yeah, well, you got to think about it that long.
Yeah,
that's a big list.
You're either sifting through a lot or you've never had one.
No, well, I've had plenty, more than my share, I think. So we're talking work or racing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I think
let's talk work.
So one of the scary moments for me, we were again. It's so crazy when these things happen. It's when you don't expect it that they usually get ugly, right? So I was safetying a crash. I wasn't driving that car. They'd switched for characters, and it's supposed to be just a real quick, easy turn and down off the road, right? We're going to catch it kind of coming down this little hill, and one of those scenes where everybody kind of gets a little excited, and adrenaline goes up a little bit, and the guy kind of added another 5 mile an hour to it, and that extra 5 miles an hour bottomed the car out, and it launched the car forward, right? And this
perfect
was
for the scene, perfect for the movie.
100%. But it was not, with those scenes, we wear kind of fake helmets, right? Because we're period correct, and open cockpit car, and it went over, and I was safetying it to be the responder, and so when I saw inside the cockpit, I just started running already. I mean, because I knew I was out of the scene. And by the time he went over, he rolled like 4 times. No roll cage. The roll cage they had was painted green, so it's a green screen effect. They could take the roll cage out, but it was just a hoop, right? And I knew that when it was over, I saw that there was no daylight between the cockpit and the driver, or the ground and the driver. And it rolled and got out there, and the car was upside down. I got to him, and he was unconscious, and he woke up, and he heard my voice, and he woke up and said, "Man, I was going to sleep, but I kept remembering I was going to sleep. I was getting tired, and I heard your voice." And he woke up.